Why is this really important? Well, an image can show you a billion of concepts. So for example, Karpati uses in his video AlphaGo, the example of AlphaGo, which is a Chinese game. Lee is the best player of this game and is represented by this dotted line in the image. When we use the supervised learning, what was happening is that our AI model was trying to imitate a human. And what happens is that if you try to imitate a human, is that the best you can be is as good as that human you're imitating, that expert that created all of the conversation that we talked about earlier. It's only through reinforcement learning that we can allow the model to think and problem solve on their own and therefore get better than humans. This is really the only way that AIs can become more successful and think of ways in new ways that humans could never even imagine. So this graph is essentially making you understand why it is very important to do reinforcement learning for your models, because you want an AI that is actually better than some experts. But there is one problem here. We can do this only as long as we are going to work into verifiable domains, meaning in our example, we clearly knew that the answer was 3 at this problem, and therefore we were able to make the model wonder and think on their own with different solutions to get to this answer. But what if we can't really know the answer, or at least it's not verifiable that an answer is better than another one? Reinforcement learning is perfect and very good for verifiable domains like math, logic, and structured data. But how can we use reinforcement learning in areas where human intuition and creativity or humor are needed? Well, this is where we use reinforcement learning from human feedbacks, a subcategory of reinforcement learning.